viewers, a question that comes up occasionally is how to replace the shift cable in these Brifter type shifters. I'm going to show you how to do that. Now when we remove the cable, it's going to come out through this hole here. But we need to get the head of the cable lined up with this hole. To do that, we're going to press this small lever here repeatedly until it stops clicking. And now the head of the cable should be lined up with the hole. Now, if you're pressing the small lever there and it's not clicking and the cable is not lined up with the hole, it could be that the pawls in the shifter are stuck. They're these little fingers and they're not moving. So what you need to do is get those moving. I have a video on how to flush and lube a shifter like this, and I'll include that in the description. And so once you get those moving, and then you can be able to press that, it's clicking, and you get the cable lined up with the hole there, now you're ready to move on to the next step. Now on some models they might have a small plug covering the hole. You'll need to pry that out. So now we're ready to cut the shift cable like that. Now with the cable cut and we got the cable lined up with this hole here, I just pull back the housing and I should be able to just push the cable out like this and pull it through like that. Now, if the cable is not coming out through the hole there and you're sure that you have the head of the cable lined up with that hole there, there's a couple things that might be happening there. Something that happens occasionally is that the end of the cable there kind of gets a little bit bent. So when you go to push it out, the head of the cable is like hitting the edges of the hole there. What you do there is go ahead and twist the cable around there while you're pushing, and then a lot of times you can get the head of the cable to come out through that hole there. Now, another thing that sometimes happens is the head of the cable actually gets seized in the little part in there that holds it. So at that point, things get a little sticky. Something I've had good luck with is using like a long pointed dental tool and coming in here, and if you can get it lined up right, you get it and actually push the head of the cable there. And you might have to use a little bit of force to kind of get it to break loose in there and maybe get it out. If you still can't get it out, you maybe try a little bit of penetrating oil in there and again use the long pointed tool to try to push it out. If you still can't get it out, then you might have to do a little bit more drastic thing. You might need to partially take apart the shift lever, kind of take the front part off so that you can access the little channel that the cable runs through. So then you can use a tool to again try to push that the head of the cable out, get it freed up, and get it pushed out there. But take the shifter apart as a last resort because sometimes they can be a little bit tricky putting them back together again. And to install the new cable, just kind of press that and push the cable through in there. You got to get it lined up with the hole. It'll come out through this side. Pull it through and make sure the head goes all the way in there. And then feed the cable down through the housing. Get the housing seated down into the shifter, and then you're ready to hook up the derailleur. Now this process is the same on both the right and the left shifter, and will work on almost all shifters where the cable comes out from the side like this. If your cable comes out on a handlebar tape, that's a little bit different animal, and the process is a little bit different. Now I haven't included hooking up the derailleurs. I mostly just want to focus on the shifters, but I have some videos where I hook up the derailleurs, and I'll include some links to those videos in the description. Anyway, I hope you found this video useful or interesting. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to my channel, click the subscribe button, click that little bell so you get notified when I come out with new videos. I'm over on Facebook, RJ the Bike Guy. Join me over there. I post a ton of stuff over there. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, thank you very much for watching.